a lot has changed since we met last week in the Sledging Room podcast. We were, praising the Indian cricket team for the way they fought against Bangladesh. We were thinking that the new approach would yield them results. On the other hand, we were asking questions of the Pakistan cricket team. One thing hasn't changed, that India could not progress to the semi-final of the Women's T20 World Cup. But there also, Australia, serial winners, got knocked out, and New Zealand won the World Cup and sang that lovely song after that. But our focus today will be a little bit about what's happening closer to home, right? India's shock defeat. Can we call it shock defeat in New Zealand?
Absolutely.
Will you both agree with it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like some third loss only, like first loss since some 1986 or 1987, something like that.
1988.
Yeah.
When you come into this sledging room, you have to be proper with stats. Kingshuk.
So the stat
But-
is Tom Latham has become just the third Kiwi captain to win a test match in India. The last test win came in 1988 and John Wright was the captain, former India coach.
Yeah.
And before that, they won a test match in 1967.
So Gambhir will be replaced by Tom Latham in the future. Is that what we are saying?
Oh, I did not look at that analogy.
That is the best peg of this story. Tom Latham to replace somebody in future.
Somebody in
whatever.
future.
Yeah.
No, but when you talk about this test match,
Yeah.
what really happened? Is it just because Rohit Sharma read the pitch wrong and just one toss decision meant that you lost the test match? Even after that two fighting knocks of Sarfaraz Khan and Rishabh Pant.
No, that's actually a very important question.
Yeah.
Is it a one-off, this test? Or are India losing more at home these days?
Yes. Stats say they are. Because in last 1 year, you lost one to England in Hyderabad and then you lost one to New Zealand in Bengaluru. Both under the captaincy of legendary PR
to
captain.
put it,
Legendary what captain?
PR captain.
Oh.
And I will say this
You know,
PR captain.
in
I
the
will tell you
same-
why. I will tell you why.
I'm a little-
Let him.
I will tell you why PR captain. Rohit
Yeah.
Sharma is a great limited overs captain, if you ask me. Test captaincy, he has still yet to prove that he is up to the mark. Because his predecessor, Virat Kohli, what he did as a test captain. And now, you know what shocked me? So Rohit Sharma won a test match against Bangladesh, great win. Nothing is him. And we also said that it is kind of defining moment in his test captaincy career.
yeah,
But
in
then,
the same sledging room.
yeah, we said it. But then I again reiterated that whatever Rohit Sharma does against Bangladesh will not matter because he has to play New Zealand and then he has to go and play in Australia. If he performs well as a captain, if his team performs well in Australia when he's the captain, then I will go on and say, oh, Rohit Sharma is a good test captain.
So you will just react based on per
No.
test matches.
No,
is what you're saying.
I am saying that I have said this earlier also. If you go and look at my last episode, I said this.
But then he cannot be a good captain and a bad captain in a space of 7 days. He cannot
No,
be
you are
a
not
great
misunderstanding.
captain and a
You are
PR
not-
captain in a space
You
of
are
7
not
days,
understanding
right?
what I am saying. The PR is, I'll tell you what PR is.
The PR where you were only doing 24 runs of 12 balls. Oh, what a great
No,
innings.
you're not understanding what I'm saying. I said in that podcast that yes, you did great against Bangladesh, but unless you win against Australia, you are not going to be a good captain. That is what I said. If you
Your
go and-
legacy will
But
be
then,
defined.
then could you explain the PR captain bit? Like
No,
you started
that
off with
is-
the PR captain.
Yeah, I will
could you
tell
explain that?
I will tell you. So Rohit Sharma, as a test captain, the moment he won a test match against Bangladesh, we all, including me, we all said great work, attacking approach, new thing, fine. Then you see Sunil Gavaskar coming and writing a column saying that people are bootlegging Gautam Gambhir because Sunil Gavaskar wants everything to be given to Rohit Sharma and Mumbai lobby. That is what he wants. That is what his agenda of writing, whatever he writes is. Okay, next thing, a certain senior journalist from Indian Express writes, after that Rohit Sharma press conference day one, okay, Rohit Sharma made a mistake. He comes out, he puts a brave face, I will agree to that, and he accepts that he made a mistake. And he tells the reporters, okay, talwar chalao. Fine, I
No,
understand.
I very well, I have to stop you here.
No, let me
Sort of-
tell what I'm
go
saying.
ahead, yeah.
And then somebody said, oh, Rohit Sharma's press conference, oh, come on. You are overhyping him over a press conference.
I have never seen this in Indian cricket since I started following cricket.
No,
I have seen Virat Kohli and Ravi Shastri
Okay.
going after journalists in press conference. Let's
Yeah.
not mince words here.
No, I'm not
MS
I'm not
Dhoni,
mincing word.
MS Dhoni did not never took rarely took responsibility.
He did once, I think. Like once in the Australia Test series.
But
11-12 he did.
it was always the fast bowlers, or it was calling some journalist
Yeah.
and asking him whether
Maybe
do you think I am
maybe
fit
you have
enough?
not seen Rahul Dravid having a
No,
press
but
conference.
what are
He
we
always
comparing?
came and accept. No, he
What
always
are we
came and-
comparing?
No,
Virat
I'm not
and
comparing.
MS.
No,
Virat and MS.
No, you
not
are saying,
anyone else.
No, you are saying that I have never seen this. Stop this agenda.
No,
Akshay, come on.
But
till
what
the time
about
I-
recent
it
years?
was-
What about
it was
recent?
a very,
what about
very,
the last
very-
10 years?
Since the time the board has become extremely powerful,
No, you can't.
I have
no.
never seen a captain
You
coming
have to-
in the middle of a press conference
Yo,
and owning his mistake.
and
That's a gesture that we
when-
need to respect.
That is what I'm saying. And when I'm talking about a senior judge, even Akshay Ramesh wrote an article
Yeah.
where he said, okay, that is his job. He has to come and face the press conference.
Yeah, but that is there are so many world leaders who have to do
But
a lot
see-
of jobs,
see,
but they are not doing those jobs.
No.
But when someone does it, they get praised. That's it.
And your stats say that you have not been able to perform as a test captain.
Of course.
And then you
But
are overhyped.
How
as a generation.
so?
No.
How
How
so?
are we? Why are
How
we
so?
The
drifting away?
only Indian captain in last 50 years, 40 years, to lose 2 test matches in a single season in India.
In the single season. So let's just break that down. Like
Yeah.
without going into the jingoistics of
Before
it.
you both go and argue whatever the point you want to
Bring
disclaim his point.
Bring the talwar
we
out.
have
It
to
has
give,
come out.
Now, we have to give credit to Rohit for what he
For
did.
losing a test match.
For losing
For
a test
not- for-
match, yes.
On a pitch when it was raining the whole day and
Yeah,
all night.
of course.
Why you don't talk? And I will
That
bat
is
first.
exactly
Oh,
what he.
bullshit,
That is
bullshit.
exactly
But
what he
also
acknowledged, right?
Tom
That
Lehman
is
also said
exactly
the
what
same
he
thing.
That is what
acknowledged.
he's doing. He has been doing.
Exactly.
He loses. Oh, I made a mistake.
You made a
by picking off
mistake.
a test
Yeah,
match.
you made a mistake. You come and acknowledge it. You lost the test match.
Okay.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
Why is he getting criticized for that?
I am criticizing him for his performance.
Yeah.
And I am not criticizing him. I am criticizing the people who are doing his PR.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah.
but then you
See-
said PR captain. So is Rohit paying them or what?
No, I am not saying that.
Then how is Rohit the PR captain?
He is the PR captain because people have made him the people's captain. He's not the people's captain.
Why not?
He's not.
Why not?
Because,
And
you know,
like a
R.
cap- like-
Ashwin, your
You know,
favorite cricketer,
Sanju Samsung
came out and
Sanju
said,
Samsung in a podcast
Yeah.
comes and says, okay, Rohit bhai dropped me, and then he said,
Yeah.
I have told
Gale
you
wale
that
will, yeah.
dropped. So that is what a captain does. He will inform you that you have been dropped.
No,
Yeah.
he said that 10 minutes before the toss,
Yeah.
he need not have spoken to me.
Mm-hmm.
He need not have spoken to me. He could have worried about the players, 11 players who were playing. But he spent time with me before the toss of a World Cup final.
Okay.
That's a gesture that
And
you
that
really
is a
need to
criticism
appreciate.
that we have had for a while, like during the Kohli Shastri era, where teams were changing
Exactly.
on match basis.
No communication,
Right.
nothing.
No communication.
You
wanna-
did you have a number 4 for the 2019 World Cup, Saurabh? Tell
No,
me.
every captain
You
has
went
made
to a World Cup.
Every captain has made some other mistake.
Are we not agreeing that Dravid and Rohit
right
kind
now-
of brought the clarity and
and right now
communication
we are
here?
talking about test cricket. Fine.
Of course.
No, but we are comparing the stylistics of the current regiment versus the old regiment,
Exactly.
right?
The players-
That is how you are comparing, saying that ki
Yeah.
Rohit has lost 2 matches in the home
Yeah,
in a single year at a home,
Yeah.
and the rest of them have not.
Yeah.
So the moment you make that argument,
Yeah.
we have to talk about the style of cricket that the Indian team plays right now,
Okay.
the style of management
Okay, let's
that
talk
there
about the
exists.
style of cricket.
Yeah.
How many test match have you won overseas with this style of cricket?
Exactly. My point is not
Tell
winning
me.
or losing.
I'm asking you.
If-
Yeah.
Please tell. How many?
Go
how
ahead.
many?
Go ahead, Kingshuk.
How many test matches have we played with Rohit Sharma as a captain and Gautam Gambhir as a coach?
No, it's not about Gautam Gambhir. I'm talking.
No,
I
it is.
started-
Of
I
course it
brought
is.
up Rahul Dravid
started
also.
with
Of course it is.
No, I started with Rohit Sharma. I'm talking
Take
about
it,
Rohit
take it,
Sharma.
take it. So just before the first test match against New Zealand,
Yeah.
Gautam Gambhir gets asked the same question that you are asking, and it is a valid
I
question.
am not talking about Gautam Gambhir. I'm talking about Rohit Sharma's captaincy.
Okay, fine. Rohit Sharma also addresses what Gautam Gambhir answered before the first test
You are
match.
not answering my question. I ask you how many.
I am trying to answer it. You are stopping me trying
Because
to trying to bring in an agenda.
No, you.
No one here is
See,
Let
building
me
an
answer
He does
it.
not know how many
Let
tests
me
Rohit lost
answer
as
it.
captain
Let me
overseas.
answer it.
You don't know
Let
this.
me answer it.
Let us give him time. Let
Let
us see
me
if
answer
he
it.
makes sense with his
Let
No,
me
he is
answer
going
it
to some
now.
other thing.
Yeah.
Let me answer it.
Different tangents.
Let me answer. No,
The
question.
question-
No, it is. It is
One
one
straight
more.
question.
So
Just
what
one more.
what he has asked me,
Yeah.
I'm going to give an answer to him.
Yeah.
He cannot decide for me what my answer is.
his,
Right?
His question
No,
is.
you have to answer the
Stop.
question. You
I
can't-
am
you
answering.
can't-
So stop
you-
bullshitting.
You
His
are moving
question-
around. You are
answering you.
mingling around. You're not
I
answering the
am
question.
His
answering
question is. His question is. Let me calm this down. His question is. What has Rohit Sharma done?
Overseas
an
as
overseas
a captain, right? Right. So what are the series that he has played? He has gone to South Africa.
That is what I've asked you.
Earlier this year.
Yeah.
Then he is captained in Bangladesh, right?
Oh yeah.
Bangladesh, and that's it. That's about it, right?
WTC final?
WTC final. So it's not a series. So let's
No, I'm talking
overseas
overseas की बात हो रही है,
conditions.
not
fine.
series.
ठीक है.
Yeah.
So WTC final we get outplayed.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Comfortably outplayed.
South
Lost.
Africa we win a test match under Rohit's captaincy.
Yeah.
And then we lose one. And it's
Yeah.
fallen.
Yeah.
It's fallen.
Yeah,
Fine.
this- yeah.
$500 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abhi-
So and Rohit is also the one captain I think who's like gone to the first overseas tour in South Africa and then won a test match there, right? Something
Okay,
like that.
okay.
Virat
Oh,
has
you have
won a
not
test
come.
match.
Virat also won a test
Virat
match in
won a
2018.
test match in a losing cause.
in
Yeah.
his
First
test
series as a
is
captain 2018.
it? Fine. So
Where Jasprit Bumrah made
now,
his debut.
Bangladesh we go. We win there in tough conditions.
Yeah.
Okay.
What our argument should be is that did we play the same brand of cricket in all those test matches under Rohit or not?
No, you can't
See,
play the
the
same kind of
question
cricket when
is-
the coach have changed.
That is what
My
the-
simple-
but
see,
then
okay,
your
both of
attack
you,
is
if
also
you
on
have-
the captain, nah.
If
I'm
you have
asking
1
the
minute,
captain.
if
So
you have
that
a
is what
minute's
I'm
time,
saying.
Yeah.
So
if you'll allow me a minute's time,
Yeah.
my point is not the brand of cricket and all that.
why not?
Your brand
That
of
is-
cricket
that is
should be
it.
winning, should be to win.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Whether you score
But-
400 in a day
But
or
that
whether you
sounds
battle
great.
it out.
But that sounds great. That to
What?
the year that sounds great. That my brand of cricket should be about winning.
That is what
you
your
don't need
coach
a,
said.
No, you.
My-
of course,
my style is
of
winning
course.
style.
That is what I'm saying. Nah. So let's cut the stuff out. Brand of cricket cannot be winning. The cause you are there to win. You're not there to
See, what I'm
compete
saying,
and come back.
I'm not saying
Right.
the brand of cricket should be winning. Whatever brand you play, the ultimate aim is to win. It's not. It doesn't matter that
Okay, so how do you play that
so
brand?
baseball. So
How do you play
Let's
that
compare
brand?
England. Okay, they have a particular style of cricket play.
Yeah.
So if you want to credit them for the style of play, you keep crediting them. You will finish 7th, 8th, 9th in the table.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
What I am saying is, I am not denying that Virat Kohli is one of India's greatest test captains. Is miles better than Rohit Sharma at this moment for what he has done. For what he has, if you want to talk about a
Because
brand of
there is
cricket,
such volume of sustenance of 7 years, right?
of course, if you want to talk about brand of cricket, there is no better brand of cricket than what Virat Kohli's team played. Ajinkya Rahane, who worked under him as vice captain, was able to take that forward in that 2021 series. Virat was not there, but I will clearly say it was Ajinkya's leadership, it was his tactics,
Absolutely.
but it had Virat's imprint in the team.
Yeah.
That is what I will say.
Ravi Shastri was the head coach.
A head coach.
It was, yeah, absolutely.
What I am saying here is, Lord Rohit Sharma for owning up his mistakes. Yes, it was a mistake. Yes, we lost it. But he came out in the open and he said that I made a mistake, which I have not seen from MS or Virat over the last few years.
Okay.
That is my argument.
And also to like again to come back to the Gambhir and Rohit point, when they are asked, is this the brand of cricket you want to play? They both go on to say what Akshay says, that our brand is winning. Now the process is something that we can define essentially. Brand cannot be win. That's a lot of bullshit. You're there to try and win the test match or win any
Absolutely.
game. Right.
And
so
even
he
after
says,
the first
he
test
says,
was
he
over-
says, yeah, he says that some days we will score 300. Some days we will be 100 all out.
Yeah.
So essentially it's to try and be aggressive with the bat.
Who said that we'll be 100 out?
Gambhir.
This is
Gautam
Gambhir.
Gambhir.
This is Gambhir. And because he came in the press conference
But
the
I
first
think
day.
Gambhir said that we are a team that can
Well
score
equipped to score.
That's the second bit he's saying.
Okay.
That on one
nothing
day,
can mask the fact that your batting order failed on that day.
that is what I'm saying.
If
So
the
essentially,
conditions are a little
the
bit
brand is
difficult.
aggressive. Essentially, the brand
that
is
is what I
aggressive.
asked you guys first.
Aggression, so slogging out that entire day, one batter coming out and trying to hold that innings, will you call that aggression or going for rash shots and getting out for 46? is
Rash
aggression?
shots is something different. So if you see this in the
What were they doing? What was Rohit Sharma doing
if you
that day?
forget Rohit,
What was the need for that shot?
Forget
that time?
Rohit. If you see in the second innings also, the way Yashasvi gets out,
Yeah.
which is to step down halfway down the pitch and then not connecting the ball. You can say that is also an aggressive brand that he tried to play, right? He missed it. He misjudged it completely. That's a different thing. But they went to try to do something. Similarly with Sarfaraz. Similarly with Rishabh.
No.
They
No,
did
in the
not
first
play
innings,
defensive cricket.
No,
In the first
see.
innings, when you know that the conditions are tricky, you can't play that
No, this
kind
is-
of cricket. You are not
Yes.
there to score 500 in a day.
Yes.
You are there to survive that day.
Yes. So when you got 36 all out, it's not that you were not you were playing aggressive cricket, were you?
Of course.
That's a defensive style of cricket that got us 36 all out.
That was
so there are
that
days
was
that it
nearly
will
unplayable.
happen.
That was a
Conditions.
nearly unplayable
Yes.
condition. You were not playing
Yes.
a lot of pink ball cricket before that. But to get bowled out at home for 46
lowest ever score in Indian
against
subcontinent.
against a decent pace attack.
Yeah.
Matt Henry, yes, coming back after not playing the Sri Lanka series. Tim Southee low on confidence. Will O'Rourke, yes, young gun. India haven't seen him much, but getting bowled out for 46 is not respecting the conditions enough. That is my argument. You first misread the conditions and you made a wrong call at the toss.
But then
and then
once
you didn't
that
respect
happens,
the conditions enough.
But once that happens, once day one ends, how do we react? Or how did we react?
That is
That credit has to go
Of
to
course.
Rohit and Gambhir.
No,
Right?
listen. After what was the score of New Zealand on day one?
180
New
for
Zealand.
3
Okay.
something.
So when did that Team Saudi and Rachina Mehta partnership
Second
happen?
day afternoon.
What were we doing then?
We're on the back foot.
We were
We-
pitovering.
No, that is what I'm saying. That your team, see, I am not pinning the blame of this loss on Rohit Sharma. I'll tell you very, very seriously. A captain can make mistake. He's a human being.
Yeah.
But then it's on the team to make sure that the captain's mistake is reversed.
Yeah.
You do something on the pitch. Your primary spinner, what did R. Ashwin do?
We bowled poorly for the better part of the test match.
Okay, exactly. That's what I'm telling. That is what I'm
So
telling.
it was an off day as a collective for the entire
and
bowling
again,
unit.
and why I will pin the
And
blame
those
on Rohit
days
Sharma.
will happen.
Yeah, no. Why I'm pinning the blame on Rohit Sharma? Who decides the playing 11? The coach, the captain. Why was Akashdeep not given a chance in this test match?
Because he completely misread the conditions on the pitch, to which he
He
owned up.
thought the
Exactly.
situation will get better
Yeah.
at the end of the first day.
So he's already accepted that mistake. Why barrage him with criticism over
Again
it
on
once
day
again?
5. Day 5. When did Ashwin come to ball?
25th over.
There are many mistakes. It's not about one mistake, Kingshuk. It's not. I don't hate Rohit Sharma. I will all come out and praise Rohit Sharma for whatever. But if a captain is making mistakes,
No,
know-
my problem is not that you hating Sharma or you
No,
loving Rohit Sharma. My
no.
problem is that you hailing him as, oh, what a sensational job because Bangladesh ko second match mein do diya, and then reacting to one loss that
no,
heavily.
you are not understanding. Again, go and listen to that podcast. What I said in that podcast, I said it. Rohit Sharma has done a great job, but let's not get ahead.
So what
Let's-
happens when we absolutely drub New Zealand in Pune? If we drub New Zealand in
Again, I will say, let's wait for Australia. Again, I will come with the same. I don't change my words every podcast. I will say the same
And
things.
I had one thing as in Rohit
You know, it's
Sharma.
as let me just finish it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. If somebody has played well, praise him. If somebody has made mistakes, point it out.
Yeah.
Don't hail him. Don't make him a god. Don't make him a devil. Treat him as a human being. Whether it's Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli,
Yeah,
Rishabh
fair.
Pant.
That
Absolutely.
is what's wrong with Indian cricket fandom in
there
the
are-
first place.
There are some
South Asian cricket fandom.
screenshots going around saying that okay, this was Rohit's team before the first test against New Zealand, and it became Indian cricket team after the first test, after the defeat in the first
And
test.
why I'm saying this PR thing, I'm saying it's not Rohit Sharma's mistake. I'm not saying he's paying it. So I read articles where they were questioning, they're putting photos of Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is not the captain right now.
On what?
Saying
For
that
the-
India getting bowled, ESPN, I think ESPN put it in a post. India bowled out for lowest total. Photo of Virat Kohli. Why?
Because he's the best batter. If he can't rescue your team,
No,
then
Virat Kohli is not your best test batter right now. Seeing his current form.
yeah,
Yes, he was part of that 36 all out. He is part of 46 all out.
he was fought a 49 all out also. Don't
Okay,
forget
for
that.
RCB.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you
Nearly paid that tribute
what
in the
I'm,
first innings.
what I'm saying is, if the team plays well, you put a photo of Rohit and Gambhir. So if the team loses, you put a photo of Rohit and Gambhir. As simple as that. It's their team.
Yeah, it's not just.
This is
limited
what
to
I'm
cricket.
pointing out.
This.
He's
Yeah.
going to lose his shit after we win the second test and Rohit's photo comes up on ESPN.
Let's see if Saurabh is on the shift. Let's see what photo he uses.
Yeah. Use Kohli then.
See, when India lost, I used a photo where the entire team was present.
Yeah.
When India won, I used a photo of entire team. That is what this is Team India.
Yeah.
They
I
are,
think this hero worshipping has already started. Like
yeah.
they believe it or not, people did call Rohit's team all-conquering team after the Bangladesh Test Series win, and I have seen it became Indian cricket team from some of the noted
This is my problem.
noted trackers.
My problem is not with Rohit Sharma. Again, I'm saying Rohit Sharma is not at fault. He is a human being. He will make mistakes.
Yeah.
And I will point out those mistakes. But the people who hype him, people like Sunil Gavaskar, I will name him. Gavaskar thinks
If
after
he's
India.
hyping him, you have to name him.
Gavaskar says after that Bangladesh series, stop bootlicking Gambhir.
Footlicking.
Footlicking Gambhir. Why? It is Gambhir and Rohit both.
It's a very Indianized way to say bootlicking.
Again, these things don't make sense. You either talk, and in IPL, I can put quotes, I can give you examples where Rohit got out for 15. Okay, Rohit was out of form. Gavaskar says, good way of playing cricket because he was trying to make an impact for the team. Virat gets out to 15. What a poor shot.
But that has always been the conversation since 2022,
No, but
if you remember.
let's not drift away from what
Yeah.
we are going to talk
No,
about.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that you understand what I am trying to say.
But
I'm not
I am
against Rohit.
asking-
I'm against the people who are hyping him with nonsense PR. With
Is
happening
this a
around
cause of concern for India now?
What?
Is their home dominance like breachable now?
It's a completely different way to look at how you play Test cricket in India
See,
at home.
for instance, we talk about that Mahendra Singh Dhoni England series, right? Where we lost a home series to England, Alistair Cook's England, where Peterson and all of them scored. That was a team in transition. Sachin was going away.
Yeah.
Ganguly had already gone. Dravid was going away.
Ganguly
No,
went in
yeah,
2008.
Four
Yeah.
years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
It was no team in transition.
It was a team.
It was
in
a
transition.
Fine,
That's
man,
it.
it
It was
was
a
a
team.
Harbhajan was
Let's
in
not
his
get
last
started.
stage. So India are entering another such transition phase where we are seeing, okay, one more year of Virat, 2 more years of Virat, probably 1 more year of Rohit. Ashwin, already India have included Washington Sundar in the squad.
Why?
That Ryan Tenduswata explained saying that we want to reward Ranji performances. I don't know.
One century is made.
But एक minute. You want to reward? Will he play the test? This is what he means.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't
Where
think
will he play?
So actually-
Akshar Patel sitting on the back.
That is what I'm
People
asking.
are saying that Tanush Kotian and Sundar, people are looking at options to, move away from R. Ashwin. Because R. Ashwin, whatever you say, he's not going to play for more than probably 1 more year or 2 more years. So,
Okay.
I'm asking, at this stage, can more overseas teams think of, okay, come to India, beat them?
I don't think it's going to happen. Because, as much as I am disappointed by what we did in that first test, on day 4, the kind of comeback we nearly mounted back, that itself shows that teams might get one good session where they bowl us out. And this happens once in 4 years. Last time it happened in Australia, 2020. Now it happened 2024. Exactly 4 years apart, both instances. Apart from them, you will not see us making these mistakes.
But once in 4 years is a very relative term. Sir.
Huh,
Before
yes,
that,
I
when
agree.
did it
I
happen?
agree. It should not
100
happen.
years
It should
ago.
not happen. You are absolutely right. I agree with you. And my thing is, I will again say this: Rohit Sharma, for whatever he has done for Indian cricket, as a Test captain, he's not up to the mark for me. I will say
एक
this.
बात बताओ.
No, let me complete.
हो गया नहीं हो गया.
नहीं अभी तो बोलना शुरू किया बोलने दो कम से कम. ठीक है. My only is कि if you are rightly saying it's a team in transition.
Yeah.
So you should look for your next captain. And you should groom him. Now you have named Bumrah as your vice captain for this New Zealand series. Is he going to be your next Test captain? That is what you are hinting towards.
Probably that Perth test, if Rohit Sharma is unavailable,
Yeah.
he might play.
Because this team, see Virat, Rohit, Ashwin,
Yeah.
these are the 3 players, and probably KL Rahul.
Jadeja.
These 4-5 players. For Jadeja, you have Akshar Patel, ready-made replacement available. Your top order, your opener, Gill has number 3. He has fixed it.
Who is your replacement for Rohit himself?
Who is going to open for you if Rohit is not going to be there?
Jaiswal KL.
So you want KL to now be an opener?
You have Easwaran, you have Ruturaj.
I genuinely think I don't think Ruturaj is a great test red ball player at all.
As in,
And
look
there
at
are
the
better
stats,
players out there.
Of course, Easwaran and Ruturaj are my
No,
contenders.
I
is
am
what
saying
said.
that I would rather have KL at the top order than at number 5.
So,
And rather than bringing
KL
in
is what, 22?
KL's
Are we looking ahead or what?
KL's 19, man.
Yeah.
He
Anyways.
just started off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so can we look at this question in a different way? It's not even hypothetically. So when our home dominance has been, let's just take the last 2 examples of Kohli and Dhoni. Pitches have been rank turners, right?
All
And-
places, yeah. Though you generalize everything, yeah. Come
No,
on.
let's say majority of it. Would we be wrong in saying that it is majority of them were rank turners? Even if you remember,
What if?
एक minute.
What is the
even-
problem if it was a rank turn?
I don't have any problem, but let me make my argument. Even if, on the test match that we lost against England in 2021-22,
Chennai.
Joe Root, that wasn't a spinning track. It was a flat deck and we got absolutely bashed in. So I am arguing that the dominance existed. The massive 10-year-old dominance, 12-year-old dominance existed because we played on rank turners. But the pitches under Rohit and Dravid, we drastically changed it into, let's say, sporty pitches where all 3 facets of the game were coming in. And
Yeah, because that's why England
and
cried
that
in 2022. When
2022.
Ashwin scored that
No,
100
no.
in Chennai. England
That
were
was not
crying.
under Rohit, right?
Oh,
That was not
under whom?
That was under Rohit, kya?
Yeah.
Anyway, so okay, so 2024 is when when our after that South Africa series, we shift to sportier pitches,
Yeah.
right?
I think, our listeners and viewers can hit the skip button or just munch something when he makes this argument about India's test team.
Is it?
You know why?
Is it? But why? So
one guy who has been
we
made the captain of India, I think there are better options. He
I
doesn't
genuinely
talk
think
about
there are better
Abhimanyu
options.
also.
Abhimanyu Easwaran has
And
500s
then
in the last
associate
5
India's
matches,
home
man.
dominance to...
Abhimanyu Easwaran
That is
has
what I'm
500
saying.
in the last 5 matches. How many does
Exactly.
Rutu have?
That is what I'm saying.
Bata
I
do.
named Abhimanyu Easwaran and Ruturaj, right? And you said KL Rahul. But why? How can we associate India's home dominance to rank turners?
How not? So our Rohit loses the 2 test matches. One is Hyderabad on a slow turner. That though was a horrible game to have. And now in Bengaluru, where the conditions were conducive to fast bowling on day 1 and even on day 5 of the test match.
Yeah.
Right? So those risks we will always play with if we are going with those kind of tracks and the batting lineup that we have. That threat will exist.
So Virat and his team played all their life on ranked turners. That is why they won 2 test series in Australia.
Exactly.
We were talking about home, Saurav. if you
Yeah.
remember.
No,
Like
that's what
you
I'm
were
saying.
saying,
That you did
You
not
are
understand what I'm saying.
associating an era of dominance
Are
to
we
rank
as
turners.
dominating at home that we are away?
Especially
Have we not lost test matches, lost test series
Virat,
in the last
if
12
you look-
years?
if you look at
What are you
Virat's-
on about? We're talking about home dominance.
What are you on about? We won our 2 test series. First time 2
Huh,
test
we
series in
did,
Australia.
but did
Who won the
we?
whole
But
captaincy?
did we win 14
2017
years of
Bengaluru
test
test,
Huh.
whatever it was, with the old reversing ball, I still saw Umesh Yadav and
Yeah.
Ishant Sharma running through, as in running in to bowl those tough spells.
And we have done well in reversing tracks even now. Under Rohit also,
My simple
the
question
Vizag
is,
test.
my simple question is, where is your plan? Where is your plan for this entire home season? Why did you have to play Bumrah for 2 tests?
That
against
is
Bangladesh?
a risk that you have to run now.
Now
Well,
when you
what
talk
can you
about
do?
when you
No,
talk about
these
the
are the mistakes
management,
that
when you
management
talk
making.
about Rohit and Gambhir having spoke about their brand of cricket and all that. Now you are in a fix.
No, Bangladesh.
You don't know whether-
Bangladesh first match test selection was pure panic because we lost in Sri Lanka.
Whatever it is,
That
now
is a
you
panic
have
call
to,
you taken, and
now you
are
have
in
to
a
play. You are in a
muck
position
now.
where you will play Jasprit Bumrah for 10 tests in a row.
Yeah,
If he
if
fit,
he is
If
able
he
to.
is able to, and
and your
given
name
his injuries,
and you have named him as your vice captain.
vice captain.
I think
I don't
one
know
test
what was the
match they'll
need for him
surely
to play
rest.
that second test against Bangladesh.
I have no idea.
Or maybe you thought, okay, you will steamroll New Zealand, and New Zealand was a surprise. You are now 1-0 down. Now you have to play Bumrah again. Pant, KL Rahul, what are you going to do with him now?
And also the second that India will go into these phases where they are not able to take wickets, it's hand the ball to Bumrah.
This is what has happened.
And the extended spell will have effect on his body at one point of time.
Yeah. But see, frankly speaking, when you talk about the legacy of captains, I have never seen Siraj bowling like this under Virat Kohli. I'm not comparing the two captains, but like he pointed out, like we have been discussing over the year, there are several aspects, there are several parts of the game, several times where Rohit has kind of stayed back.
Yeah, he just sits and watches it.
I don't think Australia will give you that leeway to
Never,
make that.
never.
You have to be on your toes.
You know, Rahane,
One of the biggest differences between Rohit and Virat is that Rohit, I don't remember ever seeing Virat drop his shoulders. I have seen Rohit drop his shoulders in Hyderabad. I have seen Rohit drop his shoulders in Bengaluru. And I remember specifically after the Hyderabad test or during the Hyderabad test also, Rohit screaming at his players on the next day that we are not here to chill and walk around. Get a move on. That under Virat, nobody had the luxury of doing that.
Yes.
You could always argue that it is again his relaxed brand of cricket that he likes to play. But there is enough evidence, like you are pointing out, that, we lose test matches. We made a habit of losing the first test matches there.
All I'm saying is, you saw 60 hours of hell. Virat Kohli was the captain. And they did it.
Yeah.
Bumrah, Siraj, Shami was there. I don't know. I don't remember. You win one in England, you won in Australia. Yes, you lost a lot of test matches in overseas also. But as a test captain, it's always about giving your best performance and being up at the mark. Because, Tom Latham knew what to make the changes, what fielding changes to make. He forced Indian
And he was not looking panicked, or when he did not drop his shoulders.
Yeah, when Sarfaraz and Pant
were playing.
yes, absolutely.
Because he knew that the second no ball will come.
Even that phase of the play, I thought New Zealand absolutely lost it. They should not have gotten, let Pant and Sarfaraz go with so many
absolutely.
runs.
Yeah, of course. But
Everybody
they knew that
made
the second ball was
mistakes.
coming.
Yeah. and it did wonders for them, right?
No, that is what I'm saying. If a captain makes mistake, it's the player's duty to make sure that he performs so well that the mistakes is overturned.
And they almost did.
With the bat, yes.
With the bat, yes.
If they would not, if India wouldn't have lost its extended tail in such less amount of runs, even with I think 180, we would have been extremely.
What I was
competitive in
very
this
happy
game.
about is that probably they could have settled for a draw in that match as well. In the second innings, they could have tried to not be aggressive. They could have tried to do what Ashwin and Vihari did in Melbourne for 2 days.
I think we've absolutely moved away from that.
That is
cricket
exactly what Rohit Sharma said
pura.
after the press conference also. I am happy with the way we played in the second innings, and that kind of defines what we want to do. Regardless of the situation that we are in, we will try to push forward.
Are we not going the England way?
Sorry?
Are we not going the England way?
No, so that will be proven once we are chasing a target and then we are in trouble, and then if we keep chasing on that target.
Okay.
So, from what Gambhir said, it felt like that defensive idea kicks in only when India are in grave amount of trouble.
But
in the final
my
innings of
only
the match.
concern is both the coach and the captain have been kind of advocating this as their style. India have always been playing like that.
When
2014 Adelaide, go and watch that match. It was a whiff of fresh air.
Absolutely.
After 4 years or 5 years of Dhoni touring overseas, regardless of how much ever good he was in white ball, his overseas tours as a captain was a nightmare.
Absolutely.
You will pick 6 wickets and McCallum comes and scores 300
runs.
from a position where we expect no one to do that. And the way we played in Adelaide, we never played for a draw in that test match.
No.
And despite, I'm not saying playing for a draw is wrong, but that adaptability also shone through in 2020 when we went there. Under Ravi Shastri and Ajinkya Rahane, Sydney Test was a massive achievement. If we speak about Gaba as much, we should speak about Sydney as well, because that test.
No, Sydney is essentially what sets it up for that Gaba victory.
Standalone itself, it's a heroic act.
Yeah.
Why do we have to say that it set up another opportunity?
No, it absolutely, because Tim Payne keeps coming to you and say that तेरे को गाँव में देख लेंगे, तेरे को गाँव, अरे ये match तो देख ले तू पहले.
Of course, that's why I'm saying drawing that test itself was morally defeating Australia.
But I think with the talent pool that we have right now, the first team is capable of winning from any position. And I think that is what essentially this management and even Rohit and the players back on. That, okay, Rohit's gotten out at 50, Virat is there. Virat's gotten out at 50, somebody else is there.
There's nothing new in whatever they are doing.
Yeah.
That's kind
Just
of what he's
rebranding
saying.
it. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you would have to agree that we have not scored at 6 or 8 in a test match ever.
We still won test matches. We still won test matches.
Yeah, of course we did. But that is what I'm saying. That brand of cricket cannot be winning.
On the hindsight, are you getting tempted by the way the England are playing their test cricket? You had your own method to play test cricket.
I think some of it has definitely come.
400, 500 you used to score. Now probably you're not capable of scoring 500, 600 in home conditions, because
400
you're not as good as
second innings में यार, with a collapse at the end.
Of course.
और क्या चाहिए? Don't say all of these things that we can't.
We
are
are
not capable of scoring 4 or 5.
I am saying there is no they don't wear scoring at 7 as a badge of honor. You don't need to score at 7.
Play test cricket as test cricket should be played.
But what if you want
help the broadcasters, help the weekend fans?
No, play the conditions.
मैं तेरे को बताऊं. So
you say
this is why there are 3 formats of cricket: T20, ODI, and Test. Even in ODI cricket,
who died and made the rule that you have to score at 2.5?
No, score at 7, but don't say that
this is not necessary.
No.
Conditions खेलो ना यार.
Don't come out and say we are capable of scoring 400 in a day, and then we are capable of batting for 2 days to draw a test match and then get bowled out for 46.
You're not. If that happens,
probably you're not.
But then why are you ignoring the fact that Gambhir did say, albeit in a different format, that some days our approach will take us to 300, some days we'll be bowled out to 100.
No approach should take you to 46 all out in the first innings of a home test match.
Yeah.
As simple as that. If you want to play attacking cricket in those conditions, that clearly means that you're disrespecting the conditions. You're disrespecting the format that allows you 5 days.
And Gambhir is very lucky that he's coaching Indian team.
Yeah.
Why? You lost an ODI series to Sri Lanka after 30 years. You lost a test match.
Had it been on the other side of the border, 3-4
exactly.
coaches would have come.
And you are
That is why
You
you're
are-
playing that, right?
now you are in danger of losing the test series if New Zealand can pull off the Pune test.
Yeah. And don't
then-
discount New Zealand now.
Exactly. And then
So home dominance में फिर rank turner बनेगा तो then I will come to you. कि पुणे में
again,
rank turner
bro.
बनाया for home dominance.
2 teams को rank
That
turner
your
है. Give a green
your
pitch, give a
logic is
rank
absolute
turner.
nonsense.
no, but then you will also
यही
be
बोल
question
रहा
ना. Rohit and Gambhir, for all they breach, they will go back to their same way because they
Like
don't have their
for
own
me,
way.
like since I have seen that era where we had
Nah,
great
when-
batters against spin,
Yeah.
and then we lost them. Rahane was so good outside of home. Rahane could not play spin at home.
Yeah,
So we
absolutely.
shifted those tracks slowly and surely, and that has been accentuated.
I am waiting for the Pune pitch.
Yeah.
When they
Yeah,
make
yeah.
a rank turner, whether you will defend that approach or whether you will defend Gautam Gambhir and Rohit Sharma is something that I want to see.
And because,
Home advantage in Test cricket should have had. I have been clear multiple times in this podcast that I don't like rank turners, but I also think that we are not suited to a rank turner anyway.
Of course. That's
Yeah.
What happens then?
yeah, our batters can't play
What
spin.
happens then?
Yeah.
But the current generation of batters, they are playing spin. well.
Like who?
Like Sarfaraz Khan.
Sarfaraz. Yeah.
Okay,
People who
absolute
have
kind of
of
top against
made
spin,
their
by the way.
way.
And
True.
what I have seen of a guy like Abhimanyu Ishran, if you see him, he's a very good batter of spin also.
Yeah.
So you have to give these-
Abhimanyu's biggest issue is the first 40 balls.
Yes.
After that, he's absolute goat.
Yeah, that is what I'm telling you. So you have to give these
Unlike
players
Ruturaj.
chances
Yeah.
when they are scoring runs. Like Sarfaraz got his chance. Other players also deserve
And
the chance.
this is the conversation that we were having a long time before the England series also, that if you give chances to domestic players in your home season, they are probably better suited to those tracks than your absolute top batters who keep
Absolutely
playing
right.
with
That
the wide
brings
ball
me
away.
to this question. पता है?
Yeah.
You give your domestic players chances at home.
Hmm.
Do you think Sarfaraz is equipped to handle Australian conditions, or do we have to rely on KL Rahul for those? What will you do with a KL Rahul for Pune? Now that he didn't score runs, Shubman Gill had a stiff neck. Shubman is coming back. Sarfaraz, will you drop him or will you drop KL Rahul, or how would you go about your combination?
You know, if I am the captain, I can't drop Sarfaraz. I'm sorry.
You should not.
I can't. And I have to bring in Gill. So who? KL Rahul. KL Rahul is the odd man out because he did not score runs in the last test.
Yeah.
As simple as that. You might not agree with whatever I'm saying, but look
Do
at
you
it.
need to bring Gill?
Yes.
Is
course.
that also a question that
Yes.
you should
Why
ask?
Yes.
not? He
Because
is
Gill
performing very well at
Gill
number
scored
3.
100 last time he played. First thing, okay? He was not dropped. he
Goodness.
missed out
No,
due to
I am
injury.
saying that all I am saying that like KL also scored that 70 run innings, that attacking 70 against Bangladesh, right? In the last
One
test
knock,
match.
yes. One knock,
One
yes.
knock.
Yes.
So now is dropping KL not a little bit knee jerk after you have
No,
lost
but
a test
who
match?
will you drop then? Will you not bring Gill back?
I am saying that
You need Gill to bat at number 3 in Australia.
True.
Hear him out, Saurabh.
True.
Sorry.
See, that is true. I completely understand what
Give me
the
your
point
thought
that
about what
I
will
just
you
think
do
that
with
KL
this
Rahul is such an easy scapegoat. It's become the easy scapegoat for media, for teams, for
So you will not bring Shubman Gill. The question is that.
if Shubman's fit and you want to absolutely hammer KL Rahul's career, then drop him.
No,
out.
it's
I
not about
don't- I
KL Rahul's
don't care.
career. It's about Shubman Gill. He has been scoring runs for you at number
See,
3.
Exactly. It's about Shubman Gill, which is a project at
Yeah.
number 3, which is a project for Australia as well. And
And
my
KL
concern
Rahul,
is...
and you know, KL Rahul has been playing Test cricket for 12 years, 50 Test matches, and he has the worst batting average after for India batters who have played more than 50 Tests.
Then why
apart
does he
from
keep
Rahane.
coming back into this test side? Based on
I
based on
think-
what?
I think-
Based on talent only. Yeah, high ceiling. High
And
ceiling.
now when you have
Let's play him.
and now when
See.
you have young players who can perform, I think this quota should run out.
Yeah, it is a little too harsh on KL Rahul to say that.
Matlab,
Man probably hasn't got a series of tests at one position. You suddenly make him an
you
opener.
made him a captain.
You suddenly made him
He failed as a
number
captain.
6.
Okay, he failed
Yeah.
as a batter in
You
that
give
series.
him 2 test matches to judge his captaincy. 2 test matches.
Okay. That
What I am
fair
saying-
play.
How do you
Yes,
say all of that and then say let's drop KL Rahul?
No, what I am saying is, if I were a selector or a captain, I would drop Sarfaraz Khan and I will keep KL Rahul in the 11, because if you had not picked KL Rahul at the start of the season, at the start of the Bangladesh test, it would have made a lot of sense, because you are bringing him back after he did not prove much. Yes, he scored 100 in South Africa. Did he play well in IPL? Did he do enough?
What does that
in
do
other-
to Sarfaraz Khan then?
What I'm saying
That
is,
they-
Sarfaraz knows that you have scored runs and you will wait for the opportunity.
Yeah, but you have blocked me for 3 years now. And now that I have made my...
Okay, listen.
Exactly.
that
there
I
are
have come
multiple
in.
viewpoints from
Against England, I have played well.
Yeah.
Against New Zealand, I've been your best batter hands down.
Yeah.
And with a when my team needed to get out of a problem,
Yeah.
I did it and more.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, simple thing is, are you confident in Sarfaraz's ability for Australia?
That is the biggest question.
If you brought KL Rahul to address that particular issue
Number 5
at the start of the Bangladesh season, if you had dropped him at the start of the season, home test season, seeing that KL, you haven't done enough, we are moving ahead, we are bringing Sarfaraz and Dhruv Jurel. Now that you've played him for 3 tests, you are just dropping him in the middle of the game, not knowing whether Sarfaraz will work in Australia. Because whatever you say, KL has stepped up in tough situations overseas.
So can I use your logic against you and say that Shubman, you have already played in Australia. We know that you can do well. Sit
Shubman
this match
hasn't
out.
played at number 3 in Australia.
No, but sit.
That's the
but,
biggest concern.
But you know the
and
conditions.
our biggest concern is whether we will not miss Pujara or miss Pujara.
Shubman
And
will open
Shubman at number
in
3.
Perth.
Shubman at number 3. If Rohit Sharma is not there, better look out for some other opener. Don't make Shubman open in Perth and then drop him down to number 3. Number 3 is an extremely difficult situation, especially if your openers fail at the top of the order.
But isn't exactly that? Isn't it kind of the same role then? Because if your opener is getting out early, then you essentially play an
But
opener's
you have
role.
to be ready for both the situations, right? As an opener, you know, okay, I'm going there.
Then once
I'm
200 runs have been scored, 100 runs have been scored, isn't life easier for
That
you
is
then?
the dilemma that the number 3 always faces. He doesn't know when he wants to go out to bat. He might face absolutely testing conditions, or he might face an old ball and a settled pitch, for which you have to mentally be prepared also. Yes, technically, every batter can probably do that number 3 role. But that mental preparation is what sets
Not
apart
every
a few
batter.
people.
Anyone
No,
who's
but
good
maybe-
against the moving ball can do well.
And-
To which I thought KL Rahul was a fantastic
Of course,
guy.
and you need someone to face the second new ball as well, provided
So-
India play that long.
So maybe,
And that's why KL probably at number 5, number 6 makes more sense.
so maybe going by your logic, that KL Rahul was brought to fix that number 6 position in Australia
in
series.
Australia,
They will drop Sarfaraz. Going by that logic, and
it's
bring
not
back Gill.
dropping Sarfaraz.
Matlab
It's picking, like in Gambhir's
Rest-
words, we don't drop players.
Yeah.
But
We
then why
pick
are
the
you
best
speaking
11.
Gambhir's words? It is dropping.
I am picking KL Rahul. I'm not dropping Sarfaraz.
So you have actually given KL Rahul a longer run.
Yeah.
What if he fails in next 2 tests?
Then
Then will you bring back Sarfaraz
Then
for the
you
Australia
do
Where
it.
series?
will you bring back Sarfaraz? Then you'll have to directly draft him in the Australian side.
Yeah.
That is what I'm asking. No? If he fails in Pune test and the
if
last
he fails
test.
in Pune Test, probably game's done.
Okay.
Because
So
then I
So
don't
this
know.
shows that the team management is confused.
That is why I'm
Or
saying.
they have so many options that they don't want to take
No,
make.
that is why I'm saying bringing him back for that Bangladesh Test itself was a mistake. You could have played Sarfaraz or Dhruv at that spot for a period of 3-4 tests and probably got things done. But I don't know. Like your question was valid. If he fails in Pune, will he still get a run? I think play him for 10 tests, and if he doesn't do well,
Then
or
you're
not,
lost,
not 10
then
tests.
you're not reaching the WC file. What is wrong?
I have a better way.
Yeah.
He comes with a better way. Please go on.
Play KL Rahul as a wicketkeeper.
Drop Rishabh Pant.
Yeah. He will get injured.
Drop Rishabh Pant.
He will get injured. KL Rahul will get injured. And then your team is settled.
He's
Rishabh Pant's in. Shubman's in. If you want to go that way.
This guy
That's what I'm
in the
saying.
middle of podcast said that he is bullshitting. He was talking about me. Now tell me who is bullshitting.
Yeah, but that is what I'm saying.
Quickly before we go.
So wait. So Rishabh Pant might be dropped because he's injured.
Huh.
That is one of the
He's
things
not
that
dropped
we have
then.
to
He's
see.
injured.
Ah,
And he's
injured.
allowed.
Rested.
And
Precautionary measure.
yeah, and essentially you have two keepers, Jurel and Rahul.
My question is, for the rest of the New Zealand series, will you play Bumrah or Pant or not?
See, if you ask me, Bumrah has to play the Pune test because you lost the first test.
Yeah.
And you saw what your other senior legendary bowlers
Number
did.
2.
Number 2?
Oh, Siraj.
Siraj.
Oh, you're talking about Ashwin Jadeja.
Huh.
Yeah.
And I do not agree with this idea of backing Siraj in home conditions. Akashdeep has performed better. Please give him a chance. He deserves a chance.
Is that also Project Australia?
Oh yeah,
You have
Shami
to
is not
stay in
fit.
the present,
Shami
yeah.
has coming out and saying, I will
Yeah.
be fit.
And
you have to
that's
be
my
fit.
concern.
You have
Like, you
to be
know,
fit.
Shami probably is touch and go for Australia, and you still haven't given Akashdeep or Yash Dayal enough chances to test your bench
And
strength.
what Akashdeep has done in the limited amount of chances you have given him, he deserves to play.
Yeah.
If you are dropping someone, you should drop a player. See, the selection should never be on seniority. It should be based on the current form and performances. That is what I think.
Yeah. Or you trust Sarfaraz, say that, okay, you do your job. We'll give you 5 tests in Australia. If you fail or not, it doesn't matter. Or 3 tests in Australia. If you're going to drop KL.
Fast bowlers get rotated throughout the world.
Yeah.
Nobody complains. Rotate them.
No,
As-
but
as
you are not
simple as
resting the
that.
best
No,
fast
I'm
bowler. You are
asking-
not
I'm
resting the
asking-
No,
Big
you will,
Bumrah.
you will have to. You will
Yeah, that
have
is what
to
I'm
rest
asking.
him at
I'm
some
asking,
point.
will you play him in Pune and in Mumbai?
If it is rank turner conditions, don't play Bumrah. Rest him.
No, they are not going to give
Rest
rank
him.
turners. It might be a slow turner.
If
Even if it's a dry wicket, Bumrah is more than handy. Bumrah.
true, but then like I have the insurance of my 3 spinners who will get the job done, right? So if there was a way to rest Bumrah, I would rest him in this test match and play him on the third. Agar ye wala khel liya and then India are in another precarious position where they don't do very well, you will end up playing him in the third test match.
Yeah. Or you know that the series is gone. Don't play him at all. Take him to Australia.
Absolutely.
Pant?
Exactly.
Pant, I don't think he's playing the second test. I think Dhruv Jolie is playing the second test.
And even if you win with Bumrah in the second test match, then third test match you will again be saying, okay, let's make it sure that we win the test series.
Yeah.
So let's play Bumrah again.
That is the mistake that they have done with Bumrah.
Yeah, Bangladesh series में खिलाना ही नहीं चाहिए था. It was a panic call.
Absolutely.
Pant for me probably doesn't play Pune Test. Give him time. And
Who keeps?
Dhruv Jolie.
Fine.
Yeah, you have Dhruv Jolie, right?
Yeah.
And I love Dhruv Jolie.
Yeah, but we thought of discussing a bit about the IPL, but I am sure that Saurabh and Kingshuk will spearhead that episode next week when they talk about IPL retentions closer to the retention deadline, which is October 31, on a bright Diwali day when all of you will be celebrating with your family. Kingshuk probably will be working here, sending out alerts, talking about the retentions and whether Mahibai was retained as
The
an uncapped
only
player.
way my Diwali can be like guarantee top job is if CSK does not retain Dhoni.
Great. That will be
At least
probably
it will be worth to come to office, right?
Yeah. If they retain him as an uncapped player, then you have a bit of reactions to
What
do.
a stupid.
But
move.
yes, let's ask our listeners and viewers as well what they thought about the Bengaluru defeat, and whether Kingshuk's argument that the style that Gambhir and Rohit have inculcated in this team is unique or not. Or what Saurabh is saying is that he probably will judge Rohit Sharma after the Australia series. You can send in your feedback on 8588966996. You can email us at pods@indiatoday.com. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcast, please rate us. And like we always say, if you're watching us on YouTube, please leave your comments. We'll be more than happy to learn your feedback. Thank you. Have a great week.